You can find a couple Asian people and like Latinos and stuff like that. But besides that, it's not really like a community. Everybody is just fending for themselves. Nobody's coming together to do something important besides us in this project we're doing right now. Earlier I was talking about the roles. I'm also like a artist or whatever. I was working at the Disciple Museum and I did like a mural project. And yeah, I just wanted to add that earlier. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, cool. How do you think your community is viewed by others?
It is viewed very bad. When people don't you hate when people say Chirac? Like I understand,
hate that so bad.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand like everybody has violence and stuff like that, and compared to other cities, ours is a higher rate. Mm-hmm. But maybe that's because maybe because we have like a higher population than other cities, so it's a lot of people in Chicago because Chicago is one of the major cities in the United States, like New York and the major cities in Florida and stuff like that. So of course it's going to be more violent than any other city. Like what did you expect? I'm not saying that's an excuse for everybody to be so violent, but that's the reason why it is what it is.
Okay. If you think this view is wrong or unfair, is there a way to change how your community is viewed by others?
Put the guns down. I know y'all remember that act, Put the Guns Down. I know y'all remember that. It was like Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, stuff like that. Just put the guns down. Come on now. You have kids out here. Put the guns down. We don't got time for the BS. This is horrible.
Okay. And how would you change this view?
I could not even answer that. I didn't think that far ahead. I would probably. I don't even know how to answer that question. I guess I would spread the message that like what's really going on, and people aren't paying enough attention to the issues that are occurring, and they just need to step up to the plate and swipe it out.
Okay. All cities have to deal with issues like violence. How does the issue of violence in Chicago compare to other major cities?
Oh, I talked about this in like two questions ahead. It's a higher rate of violence out here, and that's really horrible. I talked about the population difference in the different cities. That's the reason why our violence is so high.
Okay. What are the top 3 issues or concerns that you would like to address and start to dialogue with your community about?
Leadership, definitely. We need somebody to stand up and like fight for us. Also the violence, and I could go on, to be honest. I can go on about a lot of issues, but it's just the violence. We need leadership and diversity, I guess.
Okay. If you were in charge of the media, what would you show? What would you do to change the perception of how people view you and your community?
If I was in charge of the media, I would show the stuff that TV doesn't show and people don't show. Like the news, it only shows the bad stuff, but it's some good stuff. It's kind of some good stuff in the community. But I will also show the bad stuff to show that it needs to be paid attention to and it should be solved.
Okay, I like that answer. How do you see Chicago in the future?
Depending on who, like, if somebody actually is willing to make a change, it could be a better city. It could be like a safe place. Mm-hmm. But if nobody does anything, it's just gonna go down. Like we have houses boarded up now. It's just right. In gentrification, like it depends on who's actually willing to do something.
Right.
That's my opinion.
So you see it as a good view?
Kind of, sort of. It really depends.
Do you have any questions for me that I didn't ask, or any questions that I can ask in the near future when I interview others?
No, not really, but if I do, I'll come back to you on that.
Thank you.
It's a wrap. Let's go.